me. Okay. So now we are seeing that there is a coral enclosure and there is a Navaratna enclosure. That is what we saw in shloka number 72. In shloka number 72, it said, Salo Nana Ratnaha Sanghatitanga Krishishtam Adabhishtam. Let that Navaratna enclosure fulfill all my wishes. Krishishta Madabhishtam. Madhu Abhishtam. All my wishes. Let that Navaratna enclosure fulfill. And who is present in between the coral and the Navaratna? Coral is Pavalam. Pavalam and Navaratna. It is said in shloka number 73. Antarakakshya manayoho avirala shobha pichandilodesham manikya mandabakhyam sorry, my computer got turned off, but yeah, let us see. So, Manikya Mandabakhyam Anisham Akalaye. So, in between the coral and the Navaratna enclosure, what is present? There is a Manikya Mandapa. There is a Manikya Mandapa present, and in the Manikya Mandapa, who is present? That is told in shloka number 74. In shloka number 74, Tatra sthitam prasannam taruna tamala pravala kiranabham karnavalambi kundala kandalitabhishu kavachita kapolam. There Mahavishnu is present. Tamala varna. Mahavishnu, like the dark colored Mahavishnu, is present in between. How? Taruna Tamala Pravala Kiranabham Karnavalambi Kundala Kandalita Bhishu Kavachita Kapolam. Mahavishnu has got beautiful eyes, and he is also having Karnavalambita Kundala. He is also having a nice Kundalam. Shashanga Chakram, Sakrida Kundalam, Sapita Vastram, Sarasiruhekshanam, Sahara Vakshasthala Shobhikaustubam, Namami Vishnum, Sirasa Chaturbhujam. We say, right? So that Mahavishnu is present, Sarvavarana Bhushita, beautiful Swarupam. And that Swarupam is not over. Shonadharam, Shuchismita Menanga Vadana Medhamana Kripam, Mugdhaina Mada Viseshaka Mudrita Nitilendu Rekhika Ruchiram. That Mahavishnu is Shonadharam, Shuchismita Menanga Vadana Medhamana Kripam. He is having nice Mandahasam, Shuchismitam. Mandahasam Menanga Vadana Medhamana Kripam Mugdhaina Madavisheshaka Mudrita Nitilendu Rekhika Ruchiram. He is also wearing that Kasturi Tilakam. Kasturi Tilakam Lalada Patale. We say, right, when we explain Guruvayurappan, it's a Kasturi Tilakam Lalada Patale Vakshastale Kaustubam. All of those things, all the normal, things that Mahavishnu wear, he is wearing. Nalika Dala Sahodara Nayananchala Ghatita Manasija Kutam Kamala Kathina Payodhara Kasturi Gusurana Pankilo Raskam. Mahavishnu's beautiful eyes are being mentioned here. He is having eyes like a nice lotus leaf.
Padmapatra Visalaksha Padmanabha Shurottama Bhaktanam Anuraktanam Trata Bhava Janardana. We say, right? So Mahavishnu's eyes is as beautiful, as big as the Nalika Dalam, as the Padma, as the lotus, as the lotus leaf. Lotus leaf means what? The petal of the lotus. And Nayananchala Ghatita Manasija Kutam. From his eyes comes Manasija. Manasija is another name for Kamadeva, for Manmatha. Manmatha is pouring out from his eyes. It has got two meanings. Number one, Manmatha is the son of Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu, Manmatha is called as Manasija because he is the Manasa Putra of Mahavishnu. That is why Manmatha. Manmatha is the Manasa Putra of Mahavishnu. That is why Manmatha is called as Manasija, because he is the Manasa Putra. So he has to come out somehow, right? So he comes out through Mahavishnu's eyes. That is one meaning. The other meaning is whoever sees those beautiful eyes of Mahavishnu, they get mesmerized by Mahavishnu. They get mesmerized by the beautiful lotus-like eyes of Krishna, and then they remain at Krishna's feet ever again. There is a beautiful story in the life of Sri Ramanuja. We all know Ramanuja is the Visishtadvaita Sampradaya Karta. He established the Visishtadvaita Sampradaya. And in Sri Rangam, at one point of time, Ramanuja was going to Kaveri. Ramanuja was going to Kaveri for his Anusthana. There he saw a couple. There was a Malla, there was a very famous wrestler called as Pillai Urangavalli Dasar. He was a very famous wrestler at his time. And then his wife, he is so attached to his wife, he will not even, be separated from his wife even for a moment. And he is so attached for his wife. What he used to do was, he used to have an umbrella. His wife, he used to have an umbrella, and he used to follow his wife. He himself is a great warrior, great wrestler, but he is so in love with his wife. So he has an umbrella over his wife. And then Ramanuja was seeing this couple in the state coming, and this Malla, this Pillai Urangavalli Dasa, is said to be so mesmerized with her eyes, with his wife's eyes. So he normally, if two people are walking, they don't look at each other, right? They will be walking parallelly. But this Pillai Urangavalli Dasa, he will always be looking at his wife's eyes. So he will be walking backwards. So he will walk backwards, and his wife will walk, in the front, so that he can always look at his wife. Ramanuja saw this scene, and Ramanuja, in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, there is a term. The term is called as Tirutti Panikolvadu. The term is called as Tirutti. Tirutti means to correct a person, and Panikolvadu means to get him under the Lord's service, Ranganatha's service. So that is called as Tirutti Panikolvadu. Beautiful Tamil term. So Ramanuja wanted to Tirutti Panikolvai, Pillai Urangavalli Dasana, Ramanujar Tirutti Panikollanumnu nenachar. So he went and asked Pillai Urangavalli Dasa, hey, what is that in your wife you are so mesmerized about? And Pillai Urangavalli Dasa said, oh, her eyes are so beautiful. That is why I am so mesmerized by her eyes. And Ramanuja asked a counter question. Hey, if I show you another set of beautiful eyes, will you be mesmerized by those eyes? Ramanuja asked. His question was, hey, you are saying that your wife's eyes are the most beautiful eyes you have ever seen. That is why you always wanted to see her eyes. I challenge you, I bet you that I can show you another set of beautiful eyes that you cannot even take your eyes off. What will you do now? Asked Ramanuja. And Pillai Urangavalli Dasa said, hey, I will become your Sishya. I will be doing seva for that beautiful eyes, for that person who has got beautiful eyes. So Ramanuja took the hands of Pillai Urangavalli Dasa and his wife, and then they all went to all the three people along with the Sishyas. They all went to Swami Ranganatha, Ranganatha's Garbhagraham, and Ramanuja showed Ranganatha's beautiful eyes to Pillai Urangavalli Dasa. At that time, not only Pillai Urangavalli Dasa decided, but also his wife. They both decided to be the servant of Ranganatha. This is what is very, very important. Not only the husband decided, but the wife also decided to be the servants of Pillai Urangavalli Dasa, to be the servant of Lord Ranganatha. If we see the Ramanuja Guru Parampara, he is considered as one of the Guru. Even though he was a Dasa, he was not a Brahmana by birth. He is a Dasa. He belonged to the fourth Varna. But because of his love, not only his love, but with his wife's love, because of their love for Ranganatha, they are now worshipped as one of the Guru Parampara. There is also, there are a lot of stories with respect to Pillai Urangavalli Dasa. Another beautiful story is that Ramanuja, he normally goes to Kaveri in order to do his Anushtana, in order to take bath, and then in order to do Sandhya Vandana, Ramanuja goes to Kaveri. So Ramanuja, while going to Kaveri, he will have his both hands on two Brahmana Sishyas. There are a lot of Sishyas. For Ramanuja, there were Sishyas from various Varnas. So when Ramanuja was very old, he will put both of his hands on the shoulders of two Brahmana Sishya while going to Kaveri. After taking bath, while coming from Kaveri to Sriranga, to the Sriranganatha temple, he will have his hand over this Pillai Urangavalli Dasa. Normally we say Madiya Irukrappo, Vera Yarin Thodapradu, Pujaiku Munadi Vera Yarin Thodapradu, we normally say, but Ramanuja used to put his hands around this Dasa after taking bath, after, while coming from Kaveri in order to go to Sriranganatha temple. And all of their Sishya asked, hey Swamin, why are you doing this? Is this not against Dharma Shastra Vidhi? And Ramanuja said, hey, tonight, I am going to hold Pillai Urangavalli Dasa along with me tonight. His wife will be alone. His wife, they are very rich. So go to his wife and then start robbing their house. Go steal whatever the nagai, whatever the ornaments that his wife is wearing, said Ramanuja to the Sishya. And, that night, Pillai Urangavalli Dasa was held by Ramanuja, for his service. And all these Sishyas, they all went to his wife, his house. And then his wife was, sleeping on her side, one side. So all the Sishya, they started taking all the golden ornaments from one side of the Nachiyar, the wife of Pillai Urangavalli Dasa. And she knew that, okay, people are taking off, all the ornaments from one side. Look at how courteous she was. She knew that, all the people that are coming, taking my jewels are the Sishyas of Ramanuja, are the students of Ramanuja. So she thought, okay, maybe they are in some, financial hardship. So they only took one side of the ornament. So I need to turn the other side so that they can also take my, Valayal, Vangi, etc. from my other side of the body. So she, she turned so that they can all take the other, jewels in the other part. So by that time, the Sishya thought that, she woke up So she went to, all the Shishya, they went to Ramanuja's hut. The next day, Ramanuja asked Pillai Urangavalli Dasa and his wife to meet him. So this Dasa and his wife, they all came to Ramanuja's Sannidhi, and Ramanuja saw only one side, jewels only on one side of the wife, and she asked what happened. So she said, okay, yesterday night, some Sri Vaishnavas came to my house. They started robbing me, thinking that, I was asleep. I wanted to give the jewels on the other parts of my body. So I turned around. They thought that, I woke up and they ran away. Hearing this, you know what happened? Pillai Urangavalli Dasa got so angry. He said, hey wife, what foolish thing have you done? You are thinking that all these jewels, they belong to you. That is why you wanted to give those jewels to them. But they don't belong to you. Everything, all of our properties, they all belong to Narayana. How can you think the stupid way? If you have remained as it is, they would have easily taken jewels from your other side as well. Why are you doing this? நீ திரும்பாம படுத்திருந்தேன்னா அவளே அந்த இன்னொரு பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற நகையும் எடுத்துன்னு போயிருப்பாளே, நீ திரும்பி படுத்ததுனால தானே அவ பாதி நகையோட எழுந்துன்னு போனான்னு this Pillai Urangavalli Dasa started shouting at his wife. And that is why Ramanuja said to all his Sishyas, hey Sishya, you guys wanted to know why I was, holding his hand, why I was putting my hands on his shoulder while coming back from Kaveri. Exactly for this reason. He does not have any ahankara. He does not have any mamakara. Why? Because he saw, Pillai Urangavalli Dasa saw those beautiful eyes of Sri Ranganatha. That kind of beautiful eyes is what being described here. Nalikadala Sahodara Nayananchala Ghatita Manasija Kutam. Whoever sees this Narayana's eyes, they all get so mesmerized. Kamala Katina Payodhara Kasturi Gusruna Pankilo Raskam. Narayana is having all the Kasturi Tilaka, etc. Chambeya Gandhi Kaishyam Sambhasa Brahmachari Kausheyam Srivatsa Kaustubadaram Shritajana Rakshadurina Charanabjam. He is having Srivatsa, Shri is having Kaustuba, and his feet, how is Narayana's feet? Shrita Jana Raksha Dhurina Charanabjam. Whoever falls at the feet of Narayana, he will protect all those people. Kambu Sudarshana Vilasat Karapadmam Kantalola Vanamalam Muchukunta Moksha Phaladam Mukundam Ananda Kandam Valambe. He is having Shankha and Sudarshana on his beautiful hands. He is having Vanamali Radharamana Jaganmogana, right? We sing, right? He's having Vanamala on his shoulders, and he also gave moksha to bhaktas like Muchukunda. Muchukunda is a great Vishnu bhakta. In fact, Muchukunda is also a Shiva bhakta. Muchukunda is also an Ambal bhakta. There is a beautiful Sahasranamam that is written by Muchukunda on Tyagaraja Swami. In Tiruvarur, Tyagaraja Swami is there. Everybody knows, right? In Tiruvarur, Tyagaraja Swami, for the Tyagaraja Swami, there is a beautiful Sahasranamam called as Muchukunda Sahasranamam. There are two Sahasranamams for Tyagaraja. One is Mukunda Sahasranama and another is Muchukunda Sahasranama. That is why here Durvasa puts both the names in the same shloka. Muchukunda Moksha Phaladam Mukundam Ananda Kandam Avalambe. So both the names Muchukunda and Mukunda, both the names are said in the same line because of their connection with Tyagaraja Swami in Tiruvarur. Why should Durvasa put that in a Srividya text? Because both the Sahasranamas are loaded with the secrets of Srividya Tantra. both the Sahasranama, even though the Sahasranamas are for Parameshwara, both the Sahasranamas has got loaded with the secrets of Sri Vidya. For example, there are two Rajas. One is Rangaraja and another is one is Nataraja. In Shaivism, there are two Rajas. One is Nataraja and another is Tyagaraja. Nataraja, he is in Chidambaram. Tyagaraja, he is in Tiruvaru. In both the places, the Sri Vidya Upasana is given a prime importance. Normally, we don't know. We normally know Chidambaram and Tiruvarur as a great Siva Kshetra. They are great Shiva Kshetras, but they are also great Sri Vidya Kshetras. Mahaperiyava says the Chidambara Rahasyam itself is an yantra that is related to Sri Vidya. And if we see the Sahasranamavali of Sri Nataraja and Sri Tyagaraja, there are great Sri Vidya mantras are embedded in those Sahasranamas, Muchukunda Sahasranama and Mukunda Sahasranama, that are written on Sri Tyagaraja Swami from Tiruvarur. In the same way, there are two kshetras in Sri Vaishnavism that are very important for Sri Vidya. One is Guruvayur and another is Sri Vidya Rajagopala Swami in Mannargudi. Both in Guruvayur and in Mannargudi, even though the prime deity is Mahavishnu, in Guruvayurappan is there. In Mannargudi, it is Rajagopala Swami. Even though they are Mahavishnu Swarupam, but they all are very famous Sri Vidyopasaka Shri. In Raja Mannargudi, the name of Bhagavan itself is Sri Vidya Rajagopala. He is a Sammelana Murti of both Ambal and Mahavishnu. There is a Swarupam of Mahavishnu called as Gopala Sundari. On one side it will be Ambal, on one side it will be Mahavishnu. We normally don't see. We see Ardhanareshwara, we see Shankara Narayana, but this secret of Gopala Sundari, normally people don't know. One side it will be Ambal, one side it will be Krishna. Even if we see their mantra, it will be a mixture of Sri Vidya, Panchadasakshari mantra and Gopala mantra. Even the mantras, it is going to be mixture of those. So that in Rajamannargudi, and if we see in Guruvayur, if we see the Guruvayurappan Ashtotram itself, many references will be there for Sri Vidyopasana. Panchadasakshari will be there, Trikuta will be there. All those references will be there in Guruvayurappan Ashtotram and in Sahasranamam as well. Why I am saying is that, it is because Muchukunda, that led to Tiruvarur, that led to Tyagaraja and Nataraja. I thought I will also mention about the Sri Vaishnava Kshetra, which are very important for Sri Vidyopasana. That is why Sri Vidyopasana is very, very important, and it is very, very unique because it is not sectarian in nature. For us, Ambal is also same, Mahavishnu is also same, Parameshwara is also same. A real Sri Vidyopasaka will not discriminate between Ambal or Parameshwara or Mahavishnu. In fact, there is a beautiful shloka. Antashakta Bahishaiva Yavaharetu Vaishnavaha. This is how everybody should be there. Not only Sri Vidya, not only Sri Vidyopasakas, but all of us should take this as our role model. Antashakta Bahishaiva Yavahare Vaishnavaha. What does that mean? Antashakta. In their heart will always be Shakta. In their heart, always Lalita Parameshwari will be there. Bahishaivaha. But they will be wearing the Siva Chinnas like Rudraksha, Vibhuti. That is what they will wear externally. Yavahare tu Vaishnavaha. It does not mean they will speak down of Mahavishnu, but they will observe Ekadashi Vratam, they will observe Chaturmasya Vratam, and they will be chanting Narayana Nama, they will be chanting Nama Sankirtanam without any problem. If we see all the Periyavas, they will be like that. Antashakta, they always do Chandramaulishwara puja, they always do, Navavarana puja, they have a Meru, all the Shankaracharyas, they have Meru, they will be doing Sri Vidya puja, Navavarana puja, but externally, they will be wearing Vibhuti, they will be wearing Rudraksha. Antashakta Bahishaiva. Yavaharetu Vaishnavaha. They will never sign their name. They will only write Narayana Smriti. Even after they finish an Anugraha Bhashyam, they will be saying Narayana, Narayana, or Iti Narayana Smaranam, etc. So, Antashakta Bahishaiva Yavaharetu Vaishnavaha. So, this Upasana Marga does not discriminate between any of the devatas. In fact, the Sri Vidya Grantha says it is a sin to discriminate between any devatas because all the devatas are Ambat. If I discriminate against Shiva or Vishnu, it is like I am discriminating against Ambal herself, which is not allowed in Sri Vidya Upasana. So that is why Ambal is given prominence. Mahavishnu is also given prominence. Parameshwara is also given prominence in the Sri Vidya Upasana Marga. With this, we will finish today's class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.